move. So my name is Emmanuel Ekow, and I'm a brand identity designer and a graphic artist. Yeah. So in this class, we are going to learn more. But by the time we are done with the class, you should be able to know how to, have an idea about how to create a logo or certain things you want to know about logo and how to understand typography and most importantly colors, right? Because colors actually play one of the major roles in branding. So without much ado, I want to start. So the topic of the day, the topic we're going to talk about is mastering which is society. Yeah, sure. So mastering corporate brand design tips and best practices, right? So this is what we're going to talk about today. But I want you to be able to ask any question that you always want to ask about identity design after we're done with this class. I mean, you can also jot your questions down when I open the portion for questionnaires. You can actually, ask. So let's go straight. So what is corporate branding? So this is a simply put. So corporate brand design is a crucial for establishing a brand identity, brand's identity. Okay, it involves visual components like logos, colors, typography, and then imagery. So you see, one thing about branding that we should understand is that branding is actually, you see, branding itself is very broad. Please, can everyone hear me? All right, thank you. So branding is actually a very broad topic that we have to be able to understand the aspect of brand you want to belong to. Okay, you want to belong to. So in my sector of branding, I've mastered duty as in brand design aspect about brand. Okay, so I want to be able to I want to tell you more about what you should know about branding so far as your product is concerned. One thing about brand I need you to understand is that it's not only about the beautification of your product, about it's about how people feel and see about your brand. That is the important thing about branding you should know. Not just I've designed my logo, I've designed this thing, I've designed pictures, flyers, and all that. That is all. It is about the perception. It's about the feeling the client or people get for your business or about you. Because after you design the logo, after you design the flyers and then the brochures and everything about your business, what is next? It is left with how people will understand and feel about your business. That is where branding actually comes in play a role. So if you look at the definition I made here, it says corporate brand design is it's crucial for establishing a brand's identity. It involves visual components like logos, colors, typography, and imagery. All right. So let's move to the next one. So I want us to tackle the logo aspect of branding. People think logo is just simple icon and then that is all. It goes beyond that. Thinking that I've seen before I go to that, I want you to understand it from this angle. When you are creating a logo for your business, try as much as possible. Like I said, these are the tips I want to share with you. Try as much as possible to keep it simple. Ensure scalability. I'll go into this one by one so that you'll be able to understand what I mean by keep it simple, ensure scalability, and focus on brand relevance, right? So looking at logo itself, logo goes beyond pictures, icons, or imagery. I mean, you can name them. It goes beyond that. One about logo you should know is how people can, or just how people can actually describe your brand without going through ups and downs. I will always use Apple's logo as an example, right? We all eat. Some of you eat Apple, some of you know Apple. Had I known that, okay, this logo right here is about technology, I wouldn't believe you because Apple, we know, is the fruit that we eat. It has nothing related to technology. That is the creative aspect of creating the Apple logo. I always tell my students that Apple has been the only logo that always gets you thinking. And when I started reading about logos, they've changed their logos only twice times. I asked myself why. Because you see, the reason is, and even when you look at the history, they really took the tree from the Apple itself before their logo itself. It was the apple. Some people say it is not apple, one of those fruits, the Garden of Eden, right? Yeah. So it was the fruit they call it attached to the tree. But when they were doing the rebranding or redesigning, they just yeah, took the tree away from the apple. So it meant only the fruit. And they actually added their colors and I mean stuff like that to make it their brand. And it has been there now. The only few things that it changes the colors, how it appears in front of you, and all that. But to keep your logo simple, I'm going to show you something. These are favorite brands that you know. When you look at McDonald's is not in Ghana, right? So to those of you who know McDonald's, you know, to those of you who don't know, McDonald's is actually, let me say, a restaurant or a food joint here. So look at where they started from. Look at 1940, 1948. You see, you can check the years. They have changed the logo. They come up, they brainstorm, they change the logo. At the end of it all, they are looking for how to make their logo simple and straightforward. And they arrived at their final logo in 2018. Look at the logo they use now. This is the logo they are using now. That is M. Some it has a meaning. So this is McDonald's. Look at Microsoft. Look at the process they went through from 1983 straight to 2019. Brands, the companies or the products that you use, even the company owners are using simple designs now. How much for you that somebody no one knows? So I need you to be able to understand the simplicity of the essence of logo simple to make your company or your business look so at least somebody is trying to describe your logo to someone else, to your business, someone else. Oh, I've tasted this food on the market. It's very delicious. I want you to taste it. You just realize that the name of the business, maybe your colleague or your friend who's recommended that food to you can't pronounce the name. That is where logo comes into play a role. Or maybe other element that you have used to come into play a role. Oh, I don't really remember the name of the business or the that I get, but I can describe how the logo is. Oh, it looks like M. It looks like W. You know, something simple. Whenever your friend go on the market, see he or she has got that particular description in his head. Whenever he gets there, he's going to remember what you said about the logo. So okay, yeah, this one I'm sure what my friend what my friend is talking about now. Social media or WhatsApp has made things simple. He can take a picture of it and send you. Is this what you're talking about? Oh yeah, this one I'm talking about. There it goes. The logo is so complicated and no one can describe it. You're going to I mean, where you're going to position yourself when it comes to branding, look at Microsoft. And mind you, every logo here, or most of the logos that you see, has got meanings. It's not just the yellow logo. No, I'm doing the logo for for the beautification sake, and I'm done. No, every logo you see in this world has got meaning. So whenever you are trying to create logo for your brand, try as much as possible to make it simple. Like I'm showing you now. Now there's internet. You don't need to stress yourself. How am I going to make my logo look like? Logo, no, how am I going to do it? How am I? You ask. To those of you who don't have much idea in branding or graphic designing, this one goes to you, right? Whenever you are contacting a graphic designer or a brand identity designer to help you with your brand, especially most of the time they will start with the logo. But before they will ask you about the logo, they will ask certain questions which will go there. But let's channel ourselves into the logo. So when you are describing your company to graphic designer or the brand identity designer, you the client or you the person who know how to go about designing. Sometimes it helps us when you come in with ideas so that we can build on. Because when you come in and you tell us that this is what you want, I want A, B, C, or D, but I want it to look like someone dancing a bada. I want it to look like someone trying to carry a pot on the head. You describe all those images to the designer, and the designer would have to sit up and start racking the brain. You see, you're going to put the designer in a stage where you rack, and then by now I don't know what to do again. Position we find ourselves in when you come to us to create logos for you without any idea, it some way somehow doesn't help us. So when you come and you tell us that, oh, Mr. Man, I need you to create a logo for me. I want it to look like a W, a tilt W looking in the skies, but I want it to look I want it to look more classic and yes, yes, let me just leave it there, more classic. I have these words recorded in my mind. My client wants logo, a classic logo. It won't look like a W this way. So, graphic designer will go on the internet and look for designs or samples of icons of logos relating to the descriptions you've given him or her. By the time you receive the logo at your hand, you've got it. Hey, I like how you done it. And you see, by the time you will get back to the graphic designer to give you adjustments, it's not going to be as much as you telling they don't have any idea. Some of the graphic designers or some of the brand identity designers, they are good. I mean, yes, some you don't even have to go there with any idea. They can help you from ideation to execution, right? That's when they are there. But those who are not there and they are trying to struggle to get certain things done, and when you come to them and you start stressing them with, I don't know, can you do it this way? I don't know if you, I hope you understand what I mean, right? Okay, so before you create a logo, for you, graphic designers or the brand identity designers, I don't know. One thing about the designers or the designers is that they don't actually have a particular formula for creating or developing. Some of us, we go with feelings. Some of us, we start designing with how the business is positioned or the brand is positioned. We add on. So if you are, I don't know the type that you are, but if you are a designer that you always try to take inspirations from people, it is the best. Some you don't really take inspiration, they create from scratch. It's fine, cool. But looking at the era we find ourselves in now, there's nothing new on the world. Everything that you see right now, or there's something that someone has already created and that we are trying to develop to make it our own. So you designer or brand identity designer, if you are creating a logo for a client, you should ask questions, you should ask technical questions. Question, somebody has come to you, oh, please, I want you to design a logo for me. How do you want a logo? Should the logo be blue? I mean, you just ask general or just random question that comes to mind. No, it's never done like that. For you to stand out as a professional graphic designer or brand identity designer, create a questionnaire. So after this, I'm going to share all those with you, right? Create a questionnaire that's professional questions, right? So welcome to put.com. And put.com, what we do is that we help you shape or position your brand in a level. Hello, okay, your audio is not good. Please, can you hear me? Sorry, I think I just heard it, someone say my audio is not good. If you can hear me clear, say hi. If you don't, say no.
I think it's getting better now. It has been breaking.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
So I think this is okay. So we will alert you in case we can't hear you well.
Oh, sorry. I apologize for the inconvenience of the audio. Sorry about that. Yeah. So
All right.
let me just go straight to let me just say this way. How many of you here has got their fair share in graphic designing? If you are, let's say, someone who has tried designing something before, it could be logo, it could be flyer, it could be anything. Let's say zero, let's say zero or O, yeah, just type that in the comment section. Daniel, I see you. Amma, I see you. Okay, Daniel. Okay, who else wrote one? I want to believe that almost everyone on this platform has got fair share in designing, right? Was it difficult? If you say, was it difficult? Yes or no? Was it difficult? Was it difficult to create the flyer or the logo that you someone, hey, is it all right? Yes, yes. Hey, it's difficult. A little. Oh, okay. No. Daniel says no, it wasn't difficult. Oh, okay. See, I believe Daniel is Daniel. Are you a graphic designer? Okay. So quite difficult with clients who don't know what they want. Very good. That is what I was saying, right? Let me show you something about. We all know Kia. Kia, car, Kia is an automobile company, right? Yeah. They have recently changed their logo to different logo, as you know. Before, previously, you could be able to read. Wait, let me just show it to those who haven't seen Kia logo. So, beautiful. Okay, so let me just drag it here. So, watch here. Please, can you see the screen? Okay. So, when you take a look at this is Kia, their latest logo, right? And this is before. This is their previous logo. So, before this one, it was this. Now, someone came up and said that, take it that you didn't know this is Kia, right? And pronounce or spell or just mention Kia. But for the first glance, you would not pronounce this as Kia. You probably pronounce as KN, KV, K, whatever. You hardly see the I, isn't it? You hardly see the I aspect in it. So someone came up, a brand identity designer came up and how to position brand well by redesigning the logo for Kia. This is what he did. This is before the logo. This is before the logo. And this is before the logo. And this is after the logo. You can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. The Kia logo, their new logo, their latest update. Latest update. You can tell that the style as compared to their new version of logo. You understand what I'm trying to say, right? And talking about accuracy in logo now. The logo in the slides, I put the logo should be like scalability. That is where we are heading to now. Ensure scalability because you can tell that some logos you receive or some of say your logo. Let me use your logo as an example. When you send to a designer or send to someone to use it for a sponsorship or a flyer or whatever, you realize that the logo is distorted. Whenever you enlarge it, it doesn't appear like how it is when it is small, or whenever you reduce it, it doesn't appear like how it is when it was big. You understand me? So one thing is that before you create your logo, identity designer, it is his responsibility or her responsibility to make sure that the logo is scalable. The logo should be should be created in a way that whenever somebody pushes it to the left side, somebody pushes it to the right side, up, down, wherever it has been pushed to, still remain the same. And when you look at what the new one the person did, the logo measurement, you can tell that from the angle here on the contour, it's 31 degrees. Beneath it is also 31 degrees. I have 45, 90, 33, 31. It's not the same, but logically it should be the same. Wow, my line is again. I am sorry. Let me try this and see. Sorry, please. Hello? Please, can you hear me now? Hello? Can you hear me now, please? Okay, so you can hear me, right? Hello? Please, I don't know if they hear me. I don't know if they can hear me. I apologize for that. Sorry. Okay, okay, well, so I think confirmed. So as I was singing, the logo, you compare the current logo to the latest update logo. Oh, Charlie. Right, please manage it to be okay. I think it's faint. Sorry. So when you compare the first, the dimensions update, the current logo and the latest the retouched one, you can tell that the angles in there is the same. 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 30 degrees across board. At the side. When they did this one, the person compared, looking at the where it starts, where the case starts, where the A, the start of the logo to the end of the logo is not the same. The dimension here between the K, yeah, the K, where the first pillar is, the second pillar, which they say it is an I, where it is, it's never the same as compared to where the I begins, where the A ends, which is the side. It's never the same. But when you look at the retouch one, it is the same. So your logo should be something that has the same measurement. Oh, gosh. Audio. I want to cry. Hello.
Yes, hello.
Yes. I can I just check what is happening at my end because I just don't like
I
formatting my
think it has
audio.
to do with your audio.
I don't know why. I don't know why it is behaving like that. How about now? Is it okay now?
Yeah, I think it's better.
It's better now.
Yes.
Okay. I pray that it doesn't break again. Guys, please forgive me. Okay. All right. So now let's go to you understand what I'm talking about the Kia logo transitions they have actually made on the Kia logo. At this point, I want to know if anyone has questions about logos, because we're going to move to colors. I'm running out of time, sorry. I want to know if you have any question about logo. What do you want to know about logo? What is that one thing you want to understand about logo so that we move, please? Okay, please. Rose said she has a question. Please ask. Go ahead, please respond. I'm listening to you. I want to read your question. Okay. Does size really matter? Of course, size really matters. That's what I was saying about the scalability. Okay, because sometimes you can just give a logo to someone to work on it for a flyer, and you realize that the reduction, the way the person reduced the logo has affected the beauty of your logo, or it has affected the quality of your logo. That shouldn't be so. Yeah, so the graphic designer's the designer's responsibility is to make it scalable. That's why I use the word scalable, so that if he or she enlarges the logo, it's going to distort. Okay, so yeah, size really matters. Yeah. So okay, please, you made mention of logo being scalable. Please, it's not clear how. All right, so as I was saying, I'm repeating again, right? Because of my audio, I will have to do it. So I'm saying that your logo should be scalable in a sense that whenever you are using your logo on other projects, see, use an example like Coca-Cola logo. The original Coca-Cola logo, and no matter where you use it, how you use it, it will never reduce quality. It will never more like the size of the logo. If the size of the logo is 5.5 by 6.5, let's just assume. No matter what you do, no matter what angle you position the logo, it shouldn't affect the original angle of the logo or the original size of the logo. That's what I mean by scalability. I don't know if you get it, right? Okay, so what position is best for logo placement and flyer? This is a beautiful question. You see, what about branding? Branding doesn't have a formula, but it's got principles. Okay, no matter where you position your logo, doesn't really matter. What matters is the information we are putting on board. See, some flyers, it, it is only appropriate when, let's say, you are announcing your logo public. You make your logo big, you position at the center. But when you are doing flyers, most of the times at the right or the left or the bottom, depending on the arrangement or how you want the logo to be. Okay, but it's not good to put your logo right in the middle. Unless maybe it's a letterhead you are doing for a bank, then they have that one if they do it as a mark. Okay, good. So what position, okay, I said how many colors is considered normally for logo? All right, cool. So we are going to colors. I think that's the next question. So that's the next thing. So we're going to talk about colors, right? But yeah, I want to know if all questions has been answered. Let me know. Okay, so now here comes another thing about branding. You know, before your brand will position will be beautiful. Before your brand, or if for your brand to be beautiful, to be unique, outstanding, colors is one of the important, it's one of the key elements, or yes, that you need to consider. Because you see, no matter what you do to the logo, no matter how you build the logo, no matter how simple you make the logo, in as much as the person is being able to describe the okay, in as much as the person is being able to describe the way your logo looks to the people or to the client, another side he or she describe or talk about is the colors or the color. For instance, whenever we see red, there's a particular company that rings a bell first in our heads. When you see yellow, there's a particular company that rings a bell in our head first. When you see blue, see it goes on and on and on and on. It doesn't mean that the whole world is that the only company that uses yellow, blue, red, or whatever color. Other company that uses the same thing. But you see, most companies they've got the colors at their advantage. So they are leveraging on the colors towards market their brand. So when you're choosing colors, right? I said here that color psychology, right? Yeah, influences customer perception, right? Just choosing colors. You have to make sure your colors align with your brand I said, can you imagine with your brand values. Consider audience preferences. Color, use colors that invoke the right emotions. This is one of the things that you don't know anything about designing or has few or what few knowledge in designing shouldn't worry about. You should worry about how your brand should be represented. This is my brand. This is what my brand stands for. This is what my brand is solving. This is what my brand is carrying. That is you, the problem. That is what you should focus more on, because when you focus on that one more, the others will come. That is where the colors and stuff will come in. But it is the graphic designer or the brand identity designer's responsibility to give the right colors. But hey, however, you can be brainstorming with the graphic designer or the designer, come up with a color that actually what represents brand. So now there's AI that you can use to help you get the appropriate colors for your brand. The only problem is the prompt, right? Sometimes when you prompt your AI or the AI, whatever AI you're using, how you prompt is what you are going to receive. For instance, we graphic designers or we brand identity designers, we don't use colors, just like colors, like what the color you want, what color do you want for your brand? Oh, I want red, I want blue. No, you just make mention of a color, the name of a color. But we do more with color codes, because your red is different from someone's red. But you've made mention of red. Maybe I will use the red I know somewhere for your red for your brand, and maybe you don't like it. So when you give me a color code for your brand or your business, that's what I'm going to work with. So please, everyone on this platform, try as much as possible to know your color codes for your business or for your brand, because that is what you, the designer or the whoever doing the design, or even yourself, you are going to use to, get the right color you want for your brand. When you ask AI, so most of the times when I'm prompting AI, you say, "Hello AI," or "Hi, my name is," or let's say, you can say your name is, that is, you begin by that, and then you introduce your business to the AI. So my business is company, and my business focus on helping A, B, C, or D in this area. I'm looking for suggest, or you can say suggest or comment colors, convincing colors. Yes, convincing colors or let's say, so the keywords you should use are convincing, customer centric, engaging colors for your brand. I hope you understand what I mean. So whenever you do those keywords AI to help you to get that particular colors you're looking for, and AI will give you more than 4 or 5 colors. But I will write the name and add the color code to it. So it is your responsibility to put the color code in the software you are using. But hey, before I started my colors, I made mention of, when you hear yellow, when you see yellow, of course, MTN, in all those companies, big companies that uses yellow, it comes to mind, right? We've had colors for themselves, but I can tell it's not the only MTN color you know, or maybe that's what you know, but that's not the only MTN color. They have other colors, but the yellow is the color they are using at the advantage. That's their base color. That's the color the primary color. That's the color they use more. But they have white, they have black. There. So whenever, that is where the make sure your color you are using align with your brand value comes in. So look at the meaning of yellow. Sorry, what is happening to me? When you look at the meaning of yellow, the meaning of yellow some way somehow has the value of MTN in it. The same thing when you're looking for a color, make sure that the value of your business aligns with your brand, so that color can be your base color. That is what you're known for. So that the other colors that complement it will come. Do you understand me? So, any question about colors? Please, any question about colors? What do you want to know about colors? Hello? What is that one thing you want to know about colors? Okay, so if there's no question, I want to move to typography. Okay, before I talk about typography, I want you to read what you see here. It says that you will read this first, and it follows, right? So when you look at the top here, it said at some point you may come back and read this line, or maybe not. So when you read the entire thing, it is trying to let you know that your font, your type font you use for your designs is also equally important. So it is telling you that when you do font arrangement of this sort, right, and making some font or size big, of course, that is what you read first. That is what is that is what it is. Let me say, catch your attention. Please, I want what is the meaning of 10, 60, 30, 10? What is that? Anyway, so Bernard, over to you. I don't know what that might is, but yeah. So instead that you will read this first, the later it says, and you will read this line next. Because of course, that is big. Your fonts that are big and it is catching attention first. So most of the times when you're designing or doing flyers for banners or billboards or all those things for your brand or your company or whatever thing you are using the design for, one particular thing that calls for attention, and then the rest of the information follow. Please, you understand? The rest of the information what follow. So you see, when come and say you read this first, of course you have to read that one first. No matter what you do, that is what catch your attention first. Even though if the colors are, I mean, yeah, the colors actually also plays role, but then we are looking at this. When you look at this particular one, let's say if it is a banner, I would say it is a banner that actually what carries information that are very important to the public. So he or she want to make that thing very big, catch attention. So that is what you should focus on. When you come here, you say you would read this first, and then you would read this line next. When you look at this information, all this information here, you should contain the body of the what text. That's where you have the other information, explain the meaning of the information you have up there. And probably this one can be maybe information, or let's say, sorry, yeah, information, maybe the contact details, other information that are really equally important, but not, solely important. Understand me? Yeah. So typography is very, very, very important. Your font you use for your brand. Some of the people they will use stylish font for their brands when they are doing billboards, doing flyers. You see, most of the times flyers are not something that we stick on the wall or um, and you take it somewhere that you leave it. No, no. Flies there, it's easy. Whenever you see, you are just sharing information that you can actually have it at the pocket of you or your bag or wherever. You just read it whenever you need those information, right? Most of the times, those information, when you make it a little bit smaller, it's not really, mind like that. But if you use that, when you do those information the same size and you take it somewhere, if someone is coming from afar, he or she wouldn't see it because that wasn't the purpose of it. It wasn't meant for taking it on a paper, on a wall or pole or whatever. It is for you in the packet. To have it in your pocket, something convenient. You understand me? So whenever you are doing flyers, information you put on should equally catch attention. But the attention you put on flyers whenever I think you pay on banners when sorry you pay on flyers whenever you are doing billboard. It's never the same. You can't use Irish font for your banner. Your banner should be huge. Should be something that if someone is coming from far distance. It's like yes, he or she has to see what information is on the billboard without even getting closer. Whenever he or she gets closer, and he should put all the information he needed in here before. Yeah, it's not that now that the person needs to come closer before he or she would need to read and understand what is there. No. So there's a question I need to answer here. He said, what are the key values and attributes of brand and attributes a brand should convey when it comes to corporate branding? Wow. Bernard, sorry. So the key values and attributes a brand should convey. My bosses, this question is very sensitive. It's not even sensitive. It's technical, right? So whenever you are building a brand, one of the values you should say you should know is basically about how do you call it? I'm really shut the voice right now. I'm going to come back to your question when I get my rest right. Sorry. So when you're looking at the typography, like I said, you have to make sure that the typography you have in here is making sense. Like for my flyer, these are the typographies you should use. When it comes to one, these are the typographies you should use so that it doesn't create confusion, so that anyone trying to come in to understand your brand can actually read and then understand the brand. Okay, all right. So principles of branding. Here comes my interesting aspect. When you look at this part, these are the principles of branding. I feel that branding actually doesn't have a formula. It got principles. And these are some of the principles I want you to understand when it comes to branding. But when you understand the principles and the roots in branding, you can actually break it. That's why you say it doesn't have a formula. If it does have a formula, you can't break the rule. Because in advert, when you break the rule, they will arrest you. But creativity doesn't have a limit. So here comes the impact. You see, we have contrast, we have hierarchy, have skill or position, balance, reputation, and emphasize. So when you look at the contrast, contrast in shape. We have contrast in shape and contrast in color. So the contrast in shape is the thing. When this is circle or zero, and this one is more like a star or something that has some stuff like that. This thing, this this two objects or these two shapes are the same. The difference is that one is complete circle and one has designs around it. When you look at contrast in color, look at this. When you look at the ash here, you see, I just mentioned ash, but of course, the name itself is there. This correct color is the color code I was talking about. Basically, everything here is the same. Difference here is the star. See, you are the contrast is paying attention on the one that is in the middle here. And the contrast by skill. So you can tell the difference now. It started from big. You see some designs, you see the attention is somewhere else, and actually it is coming down. Like by the time you realize, by the time you get the information, it has actually formed a design in your head already. You know, sometimes we don't read. Some of our eyes doesn't actually read what we see. It's more like by movement. Like I saw, let's say I've seen a sentence that the Kofi is going to school. That's how the sentence read, right? But then the way the Kofi is going to school is position, range. That's what's making the design more beautiful. Same to contrast in layout. All these things we use them in designing. When you look at the hierarchy, the same thing. Look at this particular one. It's the same line across board. There's no hierarchy. It's the same line across board. And the hierarchy itself, you see, this all the shape, you see, the complete, you say, it's in a complete shape or size. So when you look at the one up here and the one next to is the pink or the wine or whatever color you want to give it, it's not the same. But when you look at where it starts and where it ends, it's the same thing. That's the hierarchy itself. Both of them use them in designing. Perhaps this one I'm using data writing, doing more typography. And this is the same thing. You can use that in also typography. But sometimes when you see form filling, when they're going to fill forms for a school or an online form to fill in, see the way they have arranged the columns in the boxes. That is the hierarchy that I'm talking about here. The same to this one as well, the scale and position. So when you look at the ratio here, it's almost the same as no hierarchy. The hierarchy itself. The difference is that you see this. Let me say the spacing or the line between here, but they didn't do it. They didn't even do it well. The space on the line between is almost the same. It's actually the same across board, but it's also one thing in a shape. Different box sizes in a shape. This is also used in design as well. When you look at magazines, when you look at brochures and all that, the way they have arranged the pictures, you see that some doesn't go beyond the margin or above the margin. It is within the margin or within the shape. The same as a division as well. But the division, you can tell the size, the big size here and the small size here. You don't know the same at all. And there's no other box or any other size filling the other side, the other shape. Now, balance. The designs we do, the flyers you see here, basically the designs we do, most of the things that you do, most of the things, me like this, I use balance a lot in my designs. Whenever I'm doing designs, I make sure my design is balanced. An example is this. Let's take I'm designing a flyer for a client for a church poster, right? And then I have the picture right here. Doing two examples, the balance here and then the balance there. It's never the same. When you put two balances on scale, one will weigh than the other because the weight here is bigger than the weight here. Please, do you understand? And when you look at the balance itself, it is the same circle or zeros across board, the same size. It doesn't outweigh the other. So another one here is repetition. Most of the times, that is what we use for our fabrics or patterns when you're creating patterns for your brand, creating fabric for your church and all that. These are the things that we use. We lay emphasis on. So you can tell that the things in it are the ones laying the emphasis, right? We are laying the emphasis on. Then that is the repetition of change of perspective, right? And the same to the emphasis as well. So that one you can have the emphasis. The emphasis actually explains itself. You can have everything around, but there's one particular thing that is being different. You can have design. You can do a design that has plenty information. Say one color information, and you make one red or blue or a color that catches or attracts, automatically everything you do, that is the first thing that will get attention because it is actually being different from the others, just like we human beings. Now, my next slide is consistency is the key. Is key. This one, I'm going to use Google as an example. When you see Google, Google is a product, right? And it's got other products in there. Google, the color they use, red, blue, green, and yellow. These are the four major colors Google use. Look at Google. Watch this. Sorry. This is Google, their product. They have Drive, Search, Business Map, and so on and so forth. You always notice that there's always consistency in their colors. Even when you can tell this is blue, this is green. But you see, they have touch of their colors in in their brands, let me say in their product. When I drive Google and the search, the Google itself, it has the same colors, but just that the designs are different. Right? When you at the business profile itself, at the colors here, the color at the content for the contact, it's the same, right? And the difference is the icon or the image or the logo. So as you can see, you can tell that there's red in somewhere, there's blue in somewhere, there's yellow in somewhere, and it follows you. That's one thing about Google. Because they are being consistent on it. You can see this thing, this photo thing, add the name photo beneath it. You can tell that's from what? From where? Google. The companies I like in Ghana, their colors I like in Ghana here is these people. Holland, Ghana, right? Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, there you go. See this brand. What I like about them is that they barely or they hardly use human or images like real time images for their brands. They create it. They create their own illustrations to represent their brand. And their illustrations, you don't see, you see, most of the times, human colors are brown or blue or red or white or something like that. Not really red. I mean, yeah. At the time, they use purple in their illustrations, their human illustration. Telling you that they have Holland insurance in their life. So whenever you see an image or an illustration of this sort that looks close, that the color looks close to purple, tells you of what Holland brand. So when you go on their website, you see, so this is their more like their icon. I believe you see their billboards now, and you saw this illustration, this beautiful illustration there. So their colors are consistent throughout. Consistency is key. Even so, why you are not even representing your logo, you are not putting your logo somewhere in the flyer or in the banner or in the shirt, because of the consistency in the colors or the font, you can tell that this company is a company. Please, you understand? Any question, please? Please, any question? Yes, please ask my madam. No. So the question says that um should the brand color of the should the brand color be the only color on their website? No, please. See, the website basically add professional aspect to your brand. You can be rich, you can state your vision, mission about your company, any successful things, but you can't just do it like that. At least use your brand colors in there. Shouldn't be only that when you're printing your flyers, when you're your flyers, you are designing t-shirts, any merchandise or whatsoever for your companies. Yes, you should be able to use your brand colors in there. Did you understand me? You should be able to use your brand colors in there. Please have I answered your question. You're welcome. Please, any question? Please, is there any question you would want to know? Or you want to ask? Sorry. Okay. So if there's no other question, I think I have to answer Bernard's question. Intentionally, I had to put it at last so that I can get my right. So, hello.
Yes, I think you're
Okay,
allowed. You can hear.
very good. Someone is asking about brand manual. Thank you. And the next question says, what you want to ask is asking, please, are there special courses or for color mixtures? Yes, of course, there is. There are. I'll show you the way actually. So after this, I have to put some links on the page so that you can be able to have access to all those things, right? Now, how important how important is brand manual? It's very, very, very important. And let me be honest with you. Brand manual is not meant for every company. It's not everyone. Let me say you just started your Kilowele business. You want to brand yourself. You don't need brand. You don't need brand manual for that. What you need is the beauty aspect of it. Yeah, you see where am I worse today? What you need, let me say, consistency aspect. Yeah, let me say, and the name. Your Kilowele name stick in the minds of people. When to get to the level that you want your business to get to, when you get people even investing, you opening branches across board in Ghana, then brand manually needs to come in because now you are going further and further and higher and higher. Brand manual plays the role of guiding anyone any designer or any brand designer who is designing or who is being contracted for design for the company. That's why he's the brand manual. You understand me? So brand manual is very, very important. It's very, very important. It helps me, the designer. Take it that if you say Google has employed me media to help brand designing team or whatever department designing they have there, I'll let us go there and start designing. Of course, they'll give me a manual or brand guideline to help me know how they are consistent throughout their brands. Across board, as you can see, most of the big companies you see, they have brand guidelines or brand manual that help the designers so that doesn't do anything anyway, anyhow. No. So it's very, very important. I hope I've answered the question. So what should be the core mission and vision for brand? But I've not answered the first question. So let me answer your other question. Okay. I think is anyone else asking? So you asked about the key values, what's the question itself? So what's the key values? What are the key values and attributes a brand should convey when it comes to corporate branding? So here there are a lot of them. I'm going to give you just 2 or 3 of it, right? So professionalism is one of the important values, right? Yeah, you see, really matters. Corporate your brand must appear professional, foster respect and authority. Do you understand me? Yeah, in the industry or the sector your brand belongs to. And when the consistency is also another important thing, like one of the core values in there. Okay, yeah, there are more. So I can just mention them core values like professionalism, consistency, and yeah, like innovation. Okay, yeah. So back to your okay. Okay. So then this question says that thank you for your information so far. Okay, what about brand protection? What about brand protection such as registering trademarks or other IP? This seems to be a gray area in Africa. Yeah, it's very true. it's good that you actually added Africa, because sometimes the environment you find yourself in actually doesn't, pay attention to these things, right? And most of the time, these are the things that we leave it to the web developers or the IT guys to do for us, because my focus is to help your brand to be represented well, like to get the attention it needs in the market, so that it can, so that it can attract. You understand me? So with the IP addresses and then the protection, brand protection stuff like that, is very important equally. But then the area or the environment we find ourselves, it doesn't really play a role like that. I mean, I'll leave it for the web developers or the IT guys to tackle that particular aspect for you, because that is not really my focus. Because like I said, I don't really make more on that particular enclave. Okay, yeah. So, I want to bring an end to this section. So, like I said, if you have any question, kindly send me a DM on my LinkedIn about branding, about things that you know about your company. Then yeah, I really want to do more, but yeah, I don't have too much time on up here. So we're gonna talk more and connect. So please feel free and send me a DM. Right? Thank you very much. Have a blessed day. Bye.